I like to think the Braves are just kind of making us all focus on other things. Why this offense is this unwatchable unit of just grossness, and to do that, they're bringing up all of their top prospects, even though they're not ready. And yesterday we got a glimpse. It was a glimmer of hope, hoping that Hurston Waldrep, because yes, while the offense is bad, and I understand Hurston Waldrep is not going to contribute in the batter's box, there is something to be said about finding a fifth starter that if you can, it can bring momentum and it could get the offense going. So I know he can't hit, but it was a glimmer of hope. Maybe he could be the fifth starter. You're going to get great starts out of all five guys. Maybe that gets the offense going, feel a little more confidence. Maybe it does. It went terribly. And it started off great, 3 innings, under 30 pitches, 9 up, 9 down. You're like, oh, yeah, Hurston Waldrep, that splitter's nice. And then, he found himself in a little trouble, a 2-out hit, followed by a 3-run homer, followed by walking the bases loaded, followed by a 3-run double. And next thing you know, he's giving up 7 runs and recording only 2 outs in the 4th inning. Listen, that splitter is ready. He's a fantastic splitter. He's not ready. He has 84 minor league innings under his belt. It was always kind of far-fetched to expect him to come up here and be the fifth starter. I think they're just doing this more to get extra days rest. I don't even know if the Braves are 100% sure that a guy like Spencer Schwellenbach or Hurston Waldrep is ready to contribute, but they need starters. They want to see what they can do at the major league level, and that's what I think you saw. I would expect him to go back to Gwinnett, but hey, Spencer Schwellenbach's making a third start, and I didn't expect that.
Yeah, and I think it's quite clear that that fifth spot is going to continue to revolve.
Give me some more Bryce Elder, baby.
The door is going to keep revolving around. And quite frankly, I understand where you're coming from in terms of if you solidify that spot, then every single outing, generally speaking, you're going to get plus starts. You're going to get quality starts. And all you got to ask of your pathetic offense is to put up a couple runs, especially when guys like Max Fried, Chris Sale, and Ronaldo Lopez are on the mound. With that being said, a revolving fifth door, or that door on the fifth spot, it is what it is. And when you got guys like Ronaldo Lopez, who they are clearly trying to limit his innings, as well as Chris Sale. I mean, it is clear and obvious that's what they're doing. You're kind of killing two birds with one stone, to your point where, yeah, they're not ready, but it's kind of like, here's a little taste of it. Now go back. Here's a little taste of it. And now it's an approach that might not work, but it's killing two birds with one stone, so to speak, where you're seeing what you got in your best prospects. But the main intent is very clear, and it is to save your horses for postseason ball, because Chris Sale has battled injuries the past few years. Ronaldo Lopez, first full season as a starter in I don't know how many years. So there's a clear approach that what the Atlanta Braves are doing. And 1A, the goal, 1A, is to protect those older starters / the new starter in Ronaldo Lopez. And 1B is to hey, let's figure out this fifth spot. Let's figure out what we got in these prospects. So I'm not freaking out. And I fully believe Bryce Elder is on his way up, whether it's this time through the rotation or next. And this is just going to continue to revolve. Hurston Waldrep's going to go back down to Gwinnett. He's going to light it up again. And then all these Braves fans are going to continue once again to get high on this guy. And it's just going to keep going around until somebody snatches the job. It's that simple. And quite frankly, I don't know if anyone's capable at this point in their careers. AJ Smith-Shawver is the one who I think he's most pro ready. He's the guy that everybody kind of expected, at least preseason, to go up and potentially grab that fifth spot. And he comes down to Atlanta. Impressive 2024 debut for the Atlanta Braves, AJ Smith-Shawver. And then he goes down with an injury. That's the kind of luck this team's had. But again, it's not season ending, so we should see AJ Smith-Shawver. That's not to say, September rolls around into July, we see AJ Smith-Shawver jump up and grab that fifth spot.
It's going to be Bryce Elder. That's my dog, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be Bryce Elder. Bryce Elder is going to take it and run with it. He's going to prove all you haters wrong, because that's my dog right there. I still got faith in Bryce Elder. He's definitely the most pro-ready out of all these guys. Yeah, maybe even AJ Smith-Shawver included. I'm excited to see AJ Smith-Shawver when he does come back, but that's a couple of months away. And I think Bryce Elder, I'm praying, because I think he's the best hope. I'm also excited to keep seeing Spencer Schwellenbach, and if they throw Hurston Waldrep, I'll be out there excited again. But you're 100% right on the fact that the number one priority, even more so than winning the division or anything like that. Like
Yeah.
the Braves are now 9 games back in this division, and they have lost Spencer Strider for the season, lost Ronald Acuna for the season. They kind of see they have to start managing the what matters most now and what matters most for the postseason. Like, are we going to try to burn out our fuel trying to chase down the Philadelphia Phillies? Or are we going to just say, hey, maybe this is just the wild card year. We're going to reload at the trade deadline. We're going to make sure all our horses are healthy for October and give it our best shot to win this championship. And I think that's something that I know that's not what
Smart
fans want to
baseball
hear,
teams do.
but that is 100% what is going on right now when you're talking about why are all these guys, even Max Fried, they don't mind, even Charlie Morton, give them 6, 7 days rest, because at this point you got to look and you're like, oh, we're 5 games up in the rival head. We're 9 games back in the division. The Phillies don't look like they're slowing down. We have all these injuries. It's going to be really tough to overcome this hole. We got to start thinking about what's best for October, and they're starting to do that early. And it could be something that we look back on and we're like, damn, that was a very smart. If everyone can stay healthy, if you got Chris Sale and Max Fried,
if the postseason started, if the postseason started right now,
well, we'd be screwed because we can't hit.
Okay, beyond that, I'm talking about the pitching staff. You would like your chances with, game 1, 2, 3, Max Fried, and then you can even say Charlie Morton, game 4, 1. Max Fried, Chris Sale, Ronaldo Lopez, Charlie Morton. Even with this pathetic offense, you would like your chances. It's clearly the goal. If those 4 guys are healthy, you like your chances in the postseason, and it's that simple. And quite frankly, Braves fans know that, that is the key. We watched the Phillies rotation absolutely dominant, shut down this historic Braves offense last year. So it is the key. And we know how hot and cold baseball can be. And who knows, maybe it's that week that the bats get hot.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think that's kind of the funniest thing about the entire season is that none of it really matters until
and then 1 week, 10 days worth of games. It's like, oh,
yeah, there you go.
Braves are hot.
Yeah, Braves won the World Series. They look like crap all season. It's the worst team they've had, but that's how they won it in 2021, so don't be surprised. We're going to talk about the NBA Finals. Celtics take a 2-0 lead after the break.